Hello everyone, this is Kanye. So today we're going to talk about how to import graphics in After Effects and how to set the duration of your timeline in After Effects. Okay, so if you haven't watched the first video, please go and watch the first video. Okay, so in the first video I talked about that in our project panel, that's where we import our graphics, footages, Illustrator files and all of that. So when you come to your project panel like this, okay, you can right click and click on import. So what I did, I'm in the project panel, I right clicked and clicked on import. When you see import, you go to file. Okay, then you can also use Ctrl I for Windows or Command I for Mac. Okay, so you go to file, then it takes you to your file. I have an Illustrator file here, so I'm going to click on the file. Then you will see this import as. Don't import as footage because footage is like put as a video, so don't import the file as one like a picture file, so and you'll not be able to animate or use it. Okay, so you are going to click the drop down menu and click on composition, retain layer sizes. So now it's going to create a composition for you, then give you the exact size the way the actual file is. Okay, now look at this sequence option, Illustrator PDF EPS sequence. Make sure it is unchecked. Make sure it is unchecked. Okay, then these other import options, you can choose to create a composition, so it creates composition for you directly. Okay, so I'll click on create composition and I'm going to click on import. Okay, so here a composition is created, this aeroplane. Then I also have a folder that contains the layers. Okay, you see this is the aeroplane and this is the background. Okay, so how do I bring this composition to my what's it called, to my timeline? Composition to timeline. Okay, and if you're wondering what's the composition, a composition is where you are going to compose your final video. Okay, you will have your graphics, your motion, your videos, and at the end of the video you're going to render the video, like you're going to export the video. Okay, that's the composition. So I'm going to, so when you come to your composition like this, you just double click, like left click, double click. Okay, so I have it like this. Okay, so I have my aeroplane and I have my background. Okay, so I can click on the aeroplane and this is the aeroplane and move it around. Okay, so right now I am not animating. I'm only moving the airplane around. Okay, then we have the background. Okay, so for this background I would not want to move it anyhow, maybe mistakenly move it or something. Okay, so let me undo. Just press Ctrl Z to undo. Okay, so because of that, I'll come to this padlock icon here. Okay, and I'm going to come to where the background is and click on this box. So it has locked the background, and with this I won't be able to even select the background, so that whatever I'm doing I will not be able to move this background anywhere by mistake or anything. Okay, so if you have layers that you don't want to move, maybe temporarily or something, you can just lock the background. Okay, so we have it like this. Another thing to take note is our timeline. So here, this composition panel here, this place is what we call space, and the timeline here is what we call time. So for us to animate, we have to move in time and space at the same time. Move in time, move in space, move in time, move in space. Okay, so in the next video we'll talk about animating this aeroplane layer and all of that. Okay, so the next I'm going to talk about is composition settings. Okay, composition settings. Okay, you can do that in two ways. You can come to composition here like this and come to composition settings at the top here like this, or you can click here. You will also see composition settings. Okay, so you can click on this composition, these three dots here, and you see composition settings, or come to composition and you see composition settings, or you can also use Ctrl K to get to composition settings. For Mac is Command K. So when I click on it like this, So this is my composition settings. Okay, so this is my composition name or title. You can name your composition. So for now, we're going to be sticking with this basic for now. Then your preset, choose social media landscape 1920 by 1080 30 frames per second. What do we call frame? Frames are still images, pictures. So in this particular composition now, we have 30 still pictures before we have 1 second. Okay, so these are the things that I've taught before in my course on smart promotion graphic design. Okay, so you can get the course and learn beginner to advanced before you jump into After Effects. Very good, I recommend. Okay, so you choose that, then you can come here to lock your aspect ratio if you want. If you don't want it to change, 16:9. Then we have our frame rate, that is 30 frames per second. Then here, this duration, the duration is not automatic. It usually comes from your last composition. Okay, so the last video I created was 9 seconds. It was a logo animation, 9 seconds thereabouts. Okay, so and you see it is in base 30. So let us say I want to change this to 10 seconds. My video, I can delete all of this and just press 10:00. Can you see? This is 10 seconds. Okay, so I can just click somewhere around. So this is 10 seconds in base 30. That's 10 seconds, 30 frames. 10 seconds in 30 frames per second. Okay, you can choose your background color if you want, but in this case you already have a background, so I'm not choosing any background in this case. Then when you are done with all that you want to do, you can click on OK. So once you do that, at the bottom here we have this zoom that we can use to zoom our timeline. So we can zoom it to check every frame and zoom it to check every second, just like this. Okay, you can zoom in and zoom out. You can also use the plus and minus button or on your keyboard to zoom in also. So if I click on the plus, I'm zooming in, minus, zoom out. Okay, so plus and minus, they all work. Now look at something here. My timeline was 9 seconds before. This 9 seconds. Okay, you can also check it here. You can check where you are on your timeline here. Okay, so I'm currently on 9 seconds here and nothing to show because I already changed my timeline to 10 seconds. So the remaining, that 1 second space is like nothing is there. Okay, so how do I do that? How do I extend my layers to 10 seconds? Because these are my layers here. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to deselect this because I want to select it now. Okay, so I'm going to select this. Then you can press shift to select this one also, or you create a lasso. A lasso is like you long press, left click, long press, and crop a particular place. That's what we call a lasso. You're going to use it a lot. Okay, so get used to it. Then I'll come to the end like this. Look at my arrow. Okay, look at the way my mouse points. Look at the way it is now, and look at the way it is now. Okay, so I can click like this and drag to the end. So my layer is now 10 seconds. Okay, so I think that's all. So in our next video, so we have learned how to import a layer and how to and our composition settings. Okay, so in our next video we're going to animate this aeroplane. Okay, and I'm going to be showing you motion part and some very interesting things. Okay, move along part and all of that. Okay, so see you in the next video.